Good morning.
Good morning.
Saturday morning. Nice wet morning. The weather's been rainy all night.
I think it's dry now, it's just the trees dripping on it.
Yeah, so you can probably see a little bit better outside now. We'll have a look in a bit proper so you can show you what the lodge. In fact, I think the people opposite have gone. There's the other lodge. There's two at the minute. And yeah, as I said, they are going to put barriers around these footpaths eventually. They just, the material shortages that are currently affecting a lot of building work have affected them. And the parking's just there, so you can see Bruce there, parked up. What was quite nice is, because it was raining all night, the rain was hitting the roof, so it was like a drumming sound, but it was like a really quiet, mellow drumming sound, which I listen to a lot of like rain stuff on Spotify at night to help me sleep. So I just went out like a light. And I think, what time did we go to bed?
What's 11, I think it was?
Yeah, slept straight through till like, well, woke up a couple of times, but slept through till 7. Which is about my normal time to wake up these days. Occasionally I'll have a lie-in, but not today. I was ready and ready to go. But well, anyway, enough about that. What are we doing today?
We've got a boat trip.
So initially we would have been able to walk down to the boat trip because we were in Penzance, but now we're going to have to drive. It's only about a 20-minute drive from here to Penzance, traffic dependent. And traffic always needs to be taken into account in Cornwall because it can get quite bad. But I'm just going to bang my shoes on and I'll have a little walk outside and show you the lodge. So this is our little lodge. The Owl Lodge. A nice little bench to sit on outside here for if the weather's a little bit nicer than it is today. We're hoping that the weekend we'll get a little bit more sun. But yeah, this is, I'll be honest, if this had been available when we originally searched for the entire trip, I would have happily stayed here.
The lodge is really nice as well, it's really well set out.
Yeah.
Like that table folds out and there's 4 of these chairs like stored underneath it.
I did a lens search. Yeah, rubbish. I did a lens search for this table because we're thinking of getting this table for our kitchen because our kitchen table takes up a lot of room and doesn't get used very often. And they're about 170 quid, so I might pick one up. I should also point out we aren't using the chair as a table. We just had the laptop on it last night where we were watching YouTube rather than bring the whole table out. We just do it on the. But yeah, now you are using it as a table, aren't you? There's more campsite. I don't really show too much because people are getting ready in the morning, but there is more campsite there. And there's caravans here.
There's also an outdoor and an indoor play area for kids.
Great.
It's like a big tent with all like a play area inside it.
Nice.
And a little shop up there as well.
So before we do have our little boat trip, we are getting some lunch. We're actually at the pool in Penzance where we showed the other day, the Jubilee pool. Unfortunately, we're not going to get a chance to swim there now because we changed the locations for the remainder of the trip. But we can certainly eat here. And then we got about an hour or so before the boat trip. So probably a bit of advice to have food before a boat trip, but we'll see where we go. Especially because I do have history with that in Cornwall.
That's enough like empty stuff so that can make it feel well.
Yeah, that is true. And I've got some soup. Lovely bread. This is a butternut squash and spicy butternut squash and coconut soup. Side of fries. Gemma's got a BLT though.
They're very, very nice.
Oh, evil peas on your salad.
There's evil peas on the salad, yeah.
You can pick around though, I'm sure.
Nice seeds on the leaf.
It's boat trip time. You enjoyed that food?
I did, it was really nice.
It was really good. The soup was fantastic. It was very spicy, but it was fantastic.
Well, it's nice that we're going to make that at home.
Yeah. Well, apparently this is where our boat will come in about 20 minutes or so. Tide again is very much in because we seem to time it like that.
Getting on a boat.
Probably does help them not actually bring the boat into the harbour as well, yeah. Maybe it's got wheels, you never know.
Like a duck marine.
A whacker quacker.
Duck marine.
There's quite a few trips leave here from different companies and they all seem to be very well regarded and highly rated. We went for the one that isn't like a speedboat, kind of what are they called? A raft, like a dinghy.
Like a dinghy, yeah, power boaty dinghy type
a rig. And didn't offer us that we had to wear like life rafts, life jackets and.
The catamaran, didn't I? But that's the one that's just fully booked.
We wanted to avoid the one that needed life jackets and like waterproof.
Yeah, but you sat on it like a motorbike.
Yeah, it was like riding a horse, water horse.
Okay.
So we'll see what our boat looks like when it arrives.
I've got problems with the sea here.
We'll also probably switch to the GoPro because this camera in salt water is probably not the best idea. So when I was doing my Cornwall trips as a youngster with my mum and dad, we did a boat trip to Dolphin Island from Newquay, and I spent the whole trip green, seasick, sitting on the side of the boat just wanting it to be over. So I'm hopeful I won't get a repeat today.
Well, you've done boat trips since then, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
And that whale one we went on in Tenerife was quite choppy.
Yeah. We didn't film that one unfortunately, it was before we vlogged, but we did go and see whales off Tenerife.
Private whales.
I thought you said private whales then, they are very secretive. Pilot whales.
Did you ever see any whales today?
No, we're in Cornwall. Wales is quite far up the coast.
No one getting wet feet yet? Early days. Hey, while we're out cleaning today, I can actually do weddings for a penny. The horses special regulation.
All over there. Another place we didn't get a chance to go to.
Late autumn, early winter, females fatten up, then go along the coast, find a cave, or beach, get them up at high water mark, give birth to a single pup. Only feed them for about a month, then they're abandoned. So what happens then is most of the silver then come back into the bay. It's usually big winter by then. Coming to get out of the burst of weather, that's the time to see them at high water mark, and say, we get up to 70 seals here in January.
Just over there. Can you see it? I saw it briefly.
Now, it seems to be a pattern the last couple of weeks. These are common dolphins. Normally, like I say, they'd be playing on the boat. They're a lot more active. I think the ones that are inshore at the moment are feeding on much smaller fish than usual, or at least they're going after the bigger fish that are after the small bait fish. They're not doing what they normally do, which is using the whole pod to drive fish to the surface in a big frenzy. Then that's when you get the birds getting in on the act as well, diving on the fish. But then the ones in the bay at the moment seem to be feeding deeper. Now the big black and white bird coming over the top of us up here, this is a gannet. Where they gone? About 7 o'clock, mate, that one. Now this gannet is what we normally use to show us where the dolphins are. If there's a few of these diving, it means the dolphins have brought the fish to the surface. They've got a 6-foot wingspan. They only weigh about 1 kilogram, so when they dive they can't get very far down on, they're too buoyant. That's also about here, fish. Well spotted, folks.
Wow, some big ones. Tell you what, some big ones.
Back on dry land. Did you enjoy your boat trip?
I did.
That was good fun. We saw a few dolphins early on, but then Gemma here, spot of the day, spotted an entire pod of dolphins. So we're like telling the guy, dolphins, 9 o'clock.
I was thinking, I was seeing something.
Yeah.
And then I went there, and the guy next to me went, oh my god, they are there.
It was good fun, nice boat, nice people.
Yeah, they were fun.
And we got to see some sights. We got to see
We got some seals.
Yeah.
To see the smuggler's cave.
we did
Mousel.
Mouse Hole, the actual mouse hole at Mosul.
Yeah.
We got to see the St Michael's Mount from behind.
And we got to go into Mousel Harbour as well, which was like super pretty.
Oh yeah, you saw that in the vlog as well. Mosul Harbour was really nice.
Yeah, around St Michael's Mount. Meridian Beach. That we walked on the other day, and then there was no beach.
There's no beach there in it at the minute. Yeah, I enjoyed that. So we're going to go back to the car now and probably actually get some dinner and crash for the evening. As I said, we tried to slow the pace down towards the end of this trip because we did so much early on. And we've got this little holiday home now for the next 2 days.
Yeah, so tomorrow
So we're just enjoying it, aren't we?
We're going into Hale, aren't we? And having Sunday lunch.
Yeah, and we might do some beach visits because if the weather's nice tomorrow, we get to get on the beach.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of paddling in the sea. And then Monday morning, we leave Cornwall and head to Bath.
Yeah, we're having it
Oh yes, we're calling off Tintagel.
Tintagel on the way home.
Dandruff, flaky scamp, relieved by Tintagel.
It sounds like something you used to your eyebrows.
Yeah, so it's on the way up to Bath. We're going to call in Tintagel. And then we stay in a little hotel just outside Bath.
Next to the River Avon.
And then the day after we can go and visit Bath for a bit. And then we go home from there.
Yeah.
And we won't be coming to Penzance tomorrow because the Rest for Life's on, so the roads are all closed. We'll be quite busy.